Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, guys, providing you more than the meta. So I was in a lab working on a Patreon scheme for the Washington Redskins playbook and stumbled onto a very glitchy route that you can leverage in long yardage and distances to catch your opponent off guard. It is out of the single back wing slot. I'm sure you can find variations of this figure play in other plays, but it is the mesh spot in particular. Now, you can find this particular play in multiple different playbooks. You can find it in Atlanta Falcons, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Indianapolis Colts, Houston Texans, the Los Angeles Rams, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Tennessee Titans, and also in the Washington Redskins playbook. And I want to show you why this figure play is great. I'm going to show you this with a defense which is not going to be very aggressive. So if you run into someone that runs a lot of coverage, this is a great play to jump into if you need to get a long yardage and distance conversion. All right, so I want to show you the route off to the right side by Seals Jones. This route is unique, and the reason why is that if you go ahead and smart route it, look what happens with the wide receiver route, with the tight end number 2 route. He goes up roughly about 20 yards and then curves up and comes back. He goes up about 10 yards and then curves up and comes back at another 20 yards. And what happens is against a lot of coverages, he doesn't get covered, and it's going to essentially give you an easy 20-yard completion right in the middle of the field. So that's what I like about this good play. Now, not all of these mesh plays are created the same. So I'm going to show you in the same playbook how you're not going to be able to do this in the same with a similar play. So if you look at the mesh spot out of the gun normal Y off close, I can't actually audible this guy into a hot route. He actually turns into another route. So you have to, really what it comes down to is having the tight end on the line of scrimmage is going to be off. You'll be able to go ahead and find that special route to basically go and hit against it. So there's another variation is in this Washington playbook that you can find. So single back wing tight mesh has got the similar look. It's got the tight end that's going to be off the formation, but you can hot route him into a deep route, and once again he's going to basically get himself kind of naked right in the middle of the field, and you can build an entire scheme off of it. So I would say that if you're going to be using this play, you obviously don't want to have another wide receiver coming into the middle of the field, so it would be smarter to actually do a deep comeback route or some type of an out route or something like that off the left-hand side of the field. So then you get that zone in the middle of the field all to yourself, and no one's going to be able to be out there unless he actually puts people at 20-yard depth over the middle with his hook zones, or basically uses that away. So this is a good thing to go ahead and throw into your scheme. Matter of fact, it would be probably really cool to throw that into your scheme in short yards and distances, as long as you don't expect him to be putting any heavy pressure against you. So if you run into somebody that plays a lot of coverage when they play defense and not a lot of heavy blitzing and stuff like that, this is a good thing to have in your back pocket. So I would recommend going into your playbook, taking a look at the mesh concept, looking for a play that looks like this, and just seeing if you can audible that tight end off the line to 20 yards depth. And this is another thing that you can have in your back pocket to pick up some pretty easy first downs when you have those third and long type situations. So once again, guys, if you like these type of tips, make sure you make a comment below and hit that like button, and I'll be rolling out more offensive and defensive tips to take your game to the next level. So thank you for your support. Until next time.